Hey Geek family, we're back. This time we're going to check the trailer out for Section 375. And I'm Nathan.
I'm Rachel.
Trinity.
Troy. Jordan.
And yeah, we've had several requests for this one, so we're going to go ahead and give it a watch. But real quick, before we do, just want to say thank you guys again for all your support on our channel. And if you can hit that like and subscribe, followed by that little notification bell. So you know when our latest videos are up. Yeah, I spoke too soon. But yeah, let's go ahead and check this trailer.
कब हुआ था?
सुबह 11 साढ़े 11 बजे।
कितने लोग थे?
एक।
असॉल्ट से पहले सेक्सुअली एक्टिव थी?
नहीं।
इजैकुलेशन हुआ था उसका?
Oh.
बिना उसके कोई आदमी रुकता है क्या?
फिल्म निर्देशक रोहन रवि खुराना ने एक पिछड़े वर्ग की जूनियर कॉस्ट्यूम असिस्टेंट अंजलि वासुदेव दांगले का रेप किया।
Tell me all the facts. मैं यहाँ सब बता दूंगा, लेकिन कोर्ट में कुछ एक्सेप्ट नहीं करूंगा। उन्हें कैसे प्रेजेंट करना है वो मेरे पे छोड़ दो। मिस्टर दांगले, आप मिस्टर खुराना के कमरे में गई क्यों थी?
मेरे को जबरदस्ती लेके गए थे।
उठा के, धक्का दे के, खींच के, कैसे?
Objection, badgering the witness.
Fingernail scrapings are considered conclusive evidence. इसमें तो fingernails का सेक्शन खाली है।
Objection, डिफेंस काउंसिल अंजलि दांगले की इनर थाइज की इंजरी मार्क्स की बात भूल रहे हैं।
They could be marks of aggressive sex.
डिफेंस काउंसिल के पास कहानियां तो बहुत सारी हैं, पर एविडेंस के नाम पर कुछ भी नहीं।
इतना सब कुछ होने के बाद तुम वापस गई रोहन खुराना के घर, वो भी 2 बार अकेली।
She was not expecting to be raped, Your Honors. According to Section 375 of the IPC, consent और permission दोनों जरूरी हैं। आज एक बार फिर मुंबई एकजुट हुआ है अपनी एक बेटी के लिए। अब देखना यह है कि इस देश की जुडिशरी क्या रुख अपनाती है।
ये एविडेंस टेंटेड है और ऐसी टेंटेड एविडेंस किसी भी कोर्ट में अलाउ नहीं की जा सकती।
सिर्फ टेक्निकल ग्राउंड्स पे ये केस जीतकर कैसा लगेगा आपको? You think justice will be done?
We're not in the business of justice. We're in the business of law.
आपकी इसी सोच की वजह से मैंने आपका चेंबर छोड़ा था।
Do you think he's
Don't never ask me that question.
But the man is a convicted rapist, Tarun. कि आज के माहौल में it's not correct to defend him.
Convicted rapist का भी constitutional right है कि उन्हें proper legal defense मिले। The defense will prove that this case is a classic example of a woman using as a weapon the very law that was made to protect her.
What does that mean?
Yeah, what does that mean?
That is a very heavy trailer. Probably a bit too heavy for Troy.
Wait, I kind of feel like we tried to watch this before. No.
No.
What did that last part mean?
It's like here, when a woman cries rape, everybody automatically believes her, and they don't go to the other side of the story. Like with what happened with Brett Kavanaugh. Everybody was believing Miss Ford, and then come to find out she was lying. And I'm not saying that's what's happening in this particular...
Is that the football player?
No, I'm not saying that that's what's happening in this particular scenario or this particular... But that's what he's talking about. She's using the law that was made to protect her as a weapon to get back at someone who did something to her she didn't
There
like.
was another case too, wasn't it? Some football team or
Yeah, it was a football player.
It was 3 football players. It was
and the
3
woman said
football
she was
players.
raped, and come to find out she was not.
Yes.
But after years later.
Yeah, years later, and their lives have been ruined. Well, that I'll tell you what, the trailer itself, because we kind of got off track from the trailer. The trailer itself was very interesting. It
actually confused me. Like now, I'm kind of in that debate, like who's lying and who's not.
Yeah.
Or maybe
Well,
they
the
both have
flashbacks.
lies. You know.
But the flashbacks could also... See,
Could also
I'm...
be misleading.
Yeah.
Because the flashbacks could be heard from
Well,
the story.
I don't know. For most part, it kind of looks like.
Rape.
No. I don't think it. I don't think it was. I'm going all in. I don't know.
Like, one thing
Right.
I don't think it was.
Did you not see her face?
Well, yeah, and that's just it.
Women are crazy.
Well, there's things that happen. One thing in particular. Me and Trinity were watching on A&E's YouTube channel. Remember, it was the daughter and the stepdad and the daughter, and he ended up getting arrested for domestic abuse strictly because her nose was a little swollen, and she said she said her stepdad hit her. He said he didn't. He just got in her face, and she didn't like it. But they ended up taking him to jail because her nose was swollen. But I told Trinity, I go, it's a kid who's mad at their dad, and who's to say she didn't just smack herself in the face and they go like, hey, look what he did. At which point you're kind of just up in the air. Like, they 100% take that person's word for it, even though it's a he said, she said, no other witnesses. It's just it's kind of a rocky situation. That's the same thing with some rape allegations. Like, obviously there's some, rape it happens, it's real, it's legit stuff. But you do get those cases sometimes. You're like, well, that seems a little off, or or what exactly are you talking about? It's like it doesn't, and that's what that movie. It seems like it's really kind of portraying is. You got the woman defender and her client, the woman said she was raped, going up against the other guy, and it was a back and forth, and you're like, okay, well, was she raped? And it seems like she was, but now some of the stuff he's saying in the trailer makes you kind of doubt that.
Yeah, like she came back more than once or something like that alone.
Yeah, she went there. She said that she was forced to go there, but
and he's like, well, were you dragged? Were you picked up? And he's like, there was no DNA evidence under her fingernails. Isn't that what they said? There was no DNA evidence, or there
was.
Was.
Her fingernails or the guy's fingernails? I'm not sure.
Well, he
showed a bunch of
had scratches all over his back.
Because I remember saying DNA evidence on the fingernails, but then she said, well, what about the inner thigh?
I think she's lying. Because the inner thigh thing, I mean, I don't know. But the guy did have a point.
But well, I wanted to say this. Sorry, but hang on real quick. I wanted to say this too. I was looking up before we started watching the trailer.
Hey,
it
Rachel.
Was no, because
synopsis?
no. I was looking up because I knew kind of what it was about, not the movie itself, but the topic. And so I wanted to look something up real quick. And this was from the BBC News. Again, you don't know how reliable some of these places are. But this was back from April 19th of 2019. And it's a...
Is that what this is based off of?
No.
Oh.
But this one is basically, he told this woman he was going to marry her and all that, and then, they had relations, and then he ended up marrying somebody else, and he ended up getting charged for rape.
How is that possible?
Because it was consensual at the time, but under false pretenses or something. That seems really odd to me. That seems really weird.
That's a little bit off of the
It
wall
happens all
there.
the time here.
But I don't.
Wait, what?
Women get crazy now.
You're like in a relationship with somebody and you talk about marriage.
Oh yeah,
and
the whole
guys
thing of like
break up and you go marry somebody else or get with somebody else.
But then that girl's gonna go after the guy saying, "Oh, he raped me."
No, she's talking about like here in the States. Here in the States, and like it happens all the time where it's like, "Oh, I love you, babe."
Right.
They're just saying it to get in her pants.
That's what I'm. Yeah.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that scenario right there is that he was in trouble.
Yeah, it's still consensual. Yeah, I don't understand.
I don't understand how he got in trouble for consensual relations with a woman.
The government is going to take the woman's word no matter what, because you do have cases where sometimes you can't prove it. Like, you have to take words, and obviously there are some crazy women out there that lie, and I actually have seen a case where women do beat themselves up pretty bad, like really bad, like hit themselves in the face with a hammer and stuff.
Are you serious?
Yes, just to get away with it or to send this person away. But there is actual cases, and
women
where they
who do
have
false rape
to,
charges need to catch a charge.
Well, you can't really prove it.
Well, we don't know.
Yeah, I mean, you can sometimes.
But if they confess, they should get charged.
That's just the thing. That's the slippery slope you're on, because it's most of the time it just comes down to a he said, she said, and 9 times out of 10 they're going to take the woman's word for it. I'm not saying that's wrong.
I'm not saying, but you're not saying that's right either.
But women should misuse it.
You shouldn't, and if you are found to be misusing it, you should be punished pretty extremely, because if not, had you not been found out, that dude would have done some hard time, and he would have been known as a sex offender the rest of his life.
Yeah, I think you would at least do at least 25, 30 years in prison.
This hits home really hard. This hits home really hard because we've got both men and women in this family, right? Okay, if somebody came up against you or Troy or Nate, not only would it affect all of you, it would affect all of us. And see, people don't seem to understand that if it's not true, You can't just go around saying stuff like that. You can't, because not only are you ruining that person's life, you're ruining their family's lives too.
Oh yeah, definitely. And what? When did it say it came? Oh, it's already out. It came out September 13th. It looks like it said.
Yeah, September
That was
13th,
Friday the
2019.
Oh, it was Friday the 13th, wasn't it?
Yep. You missed it.
We missed
But
it.
my question is, for
Section 375.
For Section 375. Section 375 is the law that's used to protect women against sexual violence.
But I didn't like the fact that everyone was getting mad at the guy who was defending the other guy, mainly because I know that what he did was wrong if he did it, but he's just doing his job.
Yeah, that's
That's bothersome.
What I really think what happened is it's probably a mix of they both did something wrong, but they're both trying to cover it with their truths, trying to take shots, seeing which one can win the case.
Yeah. Oh, here. Okay. Here's the exact. Here's the verbiage for Section 375. Section 375 of the Indian Penal Code defines rape as sexual relations with a woman against her will, without her consent, by coercion, misrepresentation, or fraud, or at a time when she has been intoxicated or duped. The intoxicated part. Or is of unsound mental health, and in any case, if she's under 18 years of age.
Yeah, obviously.
The intoxicated part I can see is you're taking advantage. They can't give legit consent.
But the misrepresentation?
That's basically what they're. Well, not that, but that other real case we read about where the doctor said, "Oh, I'm going to marry you just so we can sleep together," and then now I'm going to marry this other girl. That sounds like that's what they got him on.
I still shouldn't think that should be a thing.
I don't either. Misrepresentation, I mean, if you really are in a relationship with somebody and you do have relations, you're a consensual adult, you can't go cry rape after the fact just because you're pissed off.
Because you just gave him permission.
Like, it sucks,
And like,
to be taken advantage of like that, and but it's like.
Yeah, it does.
but see, the thing is, like the women that get off on those cases like that, like yeah, I agreed at the time, but then he didn't marry me. They should like seriously do some time, because there is actual cases out there that women have been traumatized by.
Yeah.
And then here comes this puny little case where they did consent it originally, but then they changed their mind because the guy didn't want to marry them.
Yeah,
So then
that's-
they take them to court.
That blows
that's
my
so
mind.
Stupid because you basically gave permission for him to do it, and then you're just gonna say, "Oh, he raped me," because he didn't marry you. That's just so.
Well, kind of
retarded.
going back to what Jordan just said though too, where it makes you, like, the legit rape cases, it makes you question those.
Yep.
And all it does is it brings down your trust of those ones too, because it's like, well, these ones over here were false, so it's like, well, we better not take her word as strong as we would have before, because we've had all these other false cases. It hurts you, it hurts the person you're accusing if it's false, and it hurts legitimate rape victims and cases and all that too. It ain't cool. But again, Section 375, it's about that, but I don't know if
who's right or
wrong. Which one is correct, which one is wrong.
I really don't know.
Well, from everything, at least from the little bit you saw in the trailer, both arguments, you're like, could I convict 100%, like, without a doubt? No.
Okay, well, to be honest, from the trailer point of perspective, like from all the evidence or whatever they brought up just in the trailer,
Yeah.
I was leaning more towards the guy's side.
You think he didn't do it?
Yeah,
Is that what you're saying?
I think there was consent.
Okay, I'm gonna lay that out there. I agree. I did pull up the synopsis. It's literally one sentence.
One
Just
word.
as what we've been saying.
Just what we've been saying.
Yeah, it definitely looks like a very good movie. It looks like a very gut-wrenching movie too.
Yeah,
in a way.
I really want to figure out what
It
happened.
looks,
I do too.
to me, I mean, it looks like something that I would want to watch, but can't.
Because it'd make her mad.
Well, and there's
There's other
yeah.
things.
Well, also too, there's nothing wrong too with having this conversation, because I know I've watched videos on YouTube and all that where just having this conversation of, well, maybe she's not telling the truth. You immediately get slapped with all your victim blaming.
Yeah.
All your victim blaming. Oh, so now all rape cases, they immediately, sometimes people jump to immediately like, oh, so no rape cases are true. It's all the woman's fault.
Not
It's like,
what we're
no.
saying.
But you've got to, like, no, obviously there are rapes and they're horrible.
Yeah.
But you've also got to admit that there is some very devious women out there who would
They go
Yes!
through crazy
go through
extents
stuff
to get somebody arrested.
because they got mad at the guy because they broke up with him, so they're just gonna say,
He beat me. He
Yeah, or
raped
beat me or
me.
this
He
stuff.
did
I mean,
this. He did that.
You have to at least admit that too. Is my whole thing. It's just when you're so close-minded that you're like, no, you have to believe 100% of the time. No, you don't. You don't have to believe 100. Like if the evidence and everything's not stacking up, then no, you don't just blatantly believe somebody's word for it. Trinity, you have anything else you wanted to add?
No, I think he touched it all. You guys covered it all.
Really, your mom talked a lot. Kind of silent back there. Yes, you did.
I was listening to y'all talk. Y'all pretty much talked about everything.
I think we hit all the points pretty good on that one. But you guys, let us know what you thought of that movie. And I know this is probably going to be a pretty heavily talked about in the comment section about some of this.
Yeah.
Probably some from one side and one for the other side.
There's probably going to be a
but
war.
just try to be respectful for one another. You know, just like we said, you know, don't be one of those people that's like, no, every rape case is true, the woman's right, and don't be the other type who are like, no, all women are dirt and they all make this up. No, it's like, no, there's a middle ground, a common ground everybody can agree on. There's
got to be a medium.
There's good and bad.
There's got to be a place where everybody can sit together and talk about this and understand that yes, there are women who lie. Yes, there are men that rape.
Yep.
You just have to understand that. That's just the way it goes.
Now, in this comment section, I ask you a huge favor. Please
'Cause he
don't
reads 'em all.
arguing. Yeah, please don't arguing. I get on there, I see arguing, sometimes I just gotta go in and be like, guys, it's okay, calm down.
Do you ever go in there and go like, chill, guys?
Yeah, dude.
Do you really?
I'm like, chill, Jordan's here. But
Jordan's
don't
gonna make
argue,
it
you
all
know. There's obviously gonna be different points of views,
Yeah.
but you know.
There's a way to go about it being respectful.
In this video, since this is we're not solving the case, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know, we don't have to be all up in each other's face, yelling at each other, saying this is right or this is wrong. So everybody, you know, just come to agreement that, you know, you don't know who it is till the movie comes out. When the movie comes out, you can comment as much as you want.
Well, next movie's out.
Oh yeah, it is out. I forgot. So,
But don't spoil it for us, though.
But
Please.
I mean, actually, I kind of want to know.
I say that, but there's always spoilers in the comments.
you guys can, you know.
If you
Hit
spoil
it in the
it, you
comment
spoil it.
and just, you know, say Jordan.
Jordan
in
wants-
caps. Because I really want to know. Because I'm
Jordan wants to be
very
spoiled.
curious.
You don't want to watch the movie and be like on your edge of your seat the whole time?
No, it's too interesting. I gotta know. I gotta know now.
Just look it up.
Once again, thank you guys so much for all your love and support in the channel. You guys are continuing to be amazing, and we love y'all. What was that? Yeah.
Okay.
You look amazing, darling.
Look at my thing.
She didn't get her dong in. But yeah, let's go ahead.
That's what she said.
Oh my God, Trinity.
Trinity.
I knew that was
Without
coming.
brought it on
I
yourself.
knew that was
I
coming.
set it
You
up.
did.
We're saving
You walked
that.
Trinity
into that.
knocked it out of the park.
We're
You
Send
walked
it back.
into it.